you're doing well. And let's get started. Like, hey, I like to jump right into it. I know that you do as well. If you're watching this live, I do see you in the chat. So keep the chat going. How's everybody doing? Shout out to everybody watching us. Oh, I see Ohio is here. Shout out to anyone here from Ohio. Debbie says Florida is in the house. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Debbie from Florida. Money, money. Come on now. Hey, from Baltimore, Maryland. Type your name into the chat so I can shout you out. And I see you as well. Roswell, Georgia. Georgia is always in the house. Brooklyn's in the house. Raleigh, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Charlotte. Come on now. California is here. California's always showing up. Nashville, Philly, Texas. What? Atlanta. Hey, Arithia, how are you? Patricia, Sheila, Alice. Come on now. Gloria, we have Canada checking in today, so I love it. I love it. I love it. Ontario, Baltimore again. Come on, Baltimore showing up. Maryland, Cleveland. Well, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. Artificial intelligence is just we see it everywhere. We're excited about using it, but how can you use it for your benefit? And that's what we're going to talk about in today's show. Like, how can you use AI for your benefit? And if you know me, you know that I love teaching by demonstrating. So put me to the one side of your screen, open up your favorite AI tools, and let's go ahead and get started. If you're ready, say ready, ready. In the chat, say ready, ready. Yes, good. All right. Bonita, what's going on from New Orleans? I love it. I went to Tulane University, so big fan of New Orleans, Louisiana. Listen, if you have a Wi-Fi and a laptop or even a phone these days, right, you can really leverage artificial intelligence to win in the AI revolution. Somebody say winning in the comments or in the chat. Just say winning. So when I'm talking about how we're winning to in AI, I also want you to know that you are early. You are not late. You are early in the AI revolution. And a survey that I saw recently from Goldman Sachs, they surveyed 10,000 small businesses in 2026, and 76% of them are using AI, but only 14% have actually integrated it into their business. So they say, yeah, we're using it, but we haven't really get it. Listen, business, they don't know how to use it. This is one way that you can really win and leverage it. So let's talk about stream number one, money, money. We're going to cover 5 income streams today, right? So stream number one is freelancing services. So any freelancing service that you would love to do, you should so much do it with artificial intelligence now. So I'm not necessarily talking about the gig economy freelancing like Fiverr or Upwork, but AI assisted freelancing businesses. And of course, if you list your business and what you do for sale on those sites, that's amazing. But I want to talk about pitch decks because I have a lot of consultants in our programs that are getting paid big money. Say big money in the comments, right? They're getting paid big money to create presentation decks or pitch decks. And they're so easy to create these days. So, how much could you charge for a pitch deck? So, a lot in our world, a lot of businesses will pay from $2,000 to $10,000 for a pitch deck, and these are keynote quality pitch decks. $5,000 to $15,000 for pitch decks, or if you're charging an hourly rate, you're probably charging between $50 and $150. But I don't recommend charging an hourly rate because with AI, you're done in just minutes. So let's talk about some of the sites that you can use to make pitch decks. So have you made a pitch deck yet with artificial intelligence? Anybody here made one yet with artificial intelligence? So I will put the link to all of these sites in the description of this video. So just follow me on this. And if you're doing it with me live, I can type it into the chat as well. But the first site that we're going to go to, and I'm going to do pitch decks in a few sites, and I'm going to show you how to create pitch decks. Well, let's just get started. All right. So the first site I'm going to use is called Gamma. And my link is alicialittle.com/Gamma. And I'm over at Gamma. And what Gamma can help you to do is to create pitch decks by just typing in one sentence. And that's what I'm going to show you here. So who here needs a pitch deck? Tell me a pitch deck, a presentation deck about anything. Tell me what you need in the comments, and I'm going to take one volunteer and create their PowerPoint slides live in front of everybody right now. So when you're at this website called Gamma, you can create a pitch deck from one sentence, like just generate it from one sentence, or you can paste in your text, your documents, or give it your ugly presentation deck and it will make it look good. You can also create it from a template if you already have a template. And I love that you can upload your files or URLs. All right, so somebody said overcoming the fear of public speaking. I think that is a great presentation deck to create. So let's go ahead and create that. Who did that? Who said that one? Dr. Sunny Fridge said overcoming the fear of public speaking. So on Gamma, I'm going to click on generate, follow me. So let me just recap what we're doing. We're talking about making money freelancing. So having a freelancing business. And I'm saying that a lot of our consultants are making money creating presentation decks for clients, and they're creating the presentation decks using artificial intelligence. I've done this for clients, and a lot of my students, especially in my consultant program, have done this for clients, and they love doing it because the client is always so grateful. Like, it's so nice to do work for a client, a business, an executive, whoever you're doing the presentation deck for, and they're grateful. They're over the moon. One of my consultants told me that she got a $2,000 tip for doing a pitch deck for a business. I was like, what did you charge them? What did you charge them? But hey, that's not a bad tip. So anyway, I'm going to click on generate, and then I'm going to type in to this chat box here, or this box that wants me to put my prompt in, what we're going to do. So Dr. Sunny said overcoming. So let's do this. The 3 keys to overcoming the fear of public speaking. Does anybody else have that fear? Anybody else here have a fear of public speaking? So I know a lot of people do. So it's a great one, Dr. Sunny. So now that I clicked on presentation here, we're saying that we want 10 slides. All right. So this is the number of slides that will be generated from your content. And then we're going to click on the slide design mode. So the classic version, we have flexible slides. We can edit the text, images, and the layouts, or we have a studio version of the slide, which every slide is an image. And so I've used both of them and I like both of them, but let's start off with classic. And then under the default, I always change it to traditional, right? So change it to traditional. And then we click generate outline. Watch me do this. All right. I'm going to click generate outline, and I want you to count how long it takes to generate the outline. Here I go. In 3, 2, 1, boom, generate outline. And the outline is being created. All right. So it's done. How long did that take? I should have set a timer. Somebody tell me in the chat, how long did it take? It says, all right, slide number 1, unlocking confidence, 3 keys to overcoming public speaking fear. The reality of fear. The next slide is key number 1, radical preparation. I like that one. The art of the story. Key number 2 is systematic practice. So true. The next slide says refining your delivery. Key number 3 is mastering your mindset. Come on now. And then connecting with the room. Ooh, strategic execution. This slide deck looks like it's going to be amazing. Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree? And then we're coming down here and it says text content. We want it to be concise, detailed, extensive, minimal. Let's leave it on concise. For the visuals, you can select your slide design and you can click view more, and you can also upload your own template. So this one right here is my template. The colors are my template, but you could pick one of their templates as well. And then right here, it says view more, and that's where you can view more templates. So right above, like the top right of the screen right there. Yep. And then, so I'll leave it on this first one. And then the image source, I always pick AI images, always. And then you could pick your art style. Do you want a photo? Do you want an illustration? Ooh, I love watercolor. I love watercolor. Do you want watercolor? And this one says continuous. You can click view more and look at all of these other styles. Ooh, look at still life. That looks really good. Flat line art, I use that a lot. Technical line, I think I like how that looks. Spot color, but Doodle is one of my favorites. Yeah, should I pick it? Are you guys going to connect with Doodle? Let's see. I like Doodle watercolor. You'll find yourself coming back here a lot and be like, which one should I pick? They all look good. But we're going to pick Doodle today. Let's have some fun. Oh, the fear of public speaking. Would the Doodle one be the best one? I think so. Or would spot color be good? Now, Doodle, Doodle. All right, we're going to go ahead and click save. Do you agree? Do you like that, the Doodle one? If, all right, Lakeisha said modern art or Doodle. So we'll leave it on Doodle. And then in the advanced mode, you can say, who are the people that you're creating this for? So the fear of public speaking, who are we creating it for? Let's say business people, professionals in various industries. Do we want the tone to be professional, conversational, technical? I want it to be conversational. So informal and friendly tone that mimics natural conversation. And then I'm going to put and inspiring, like, let's get them over this fear. Then we go back to the visuals. Okay, all that's done. Then we have our slide outline and then just additional instructions that you can put in. But let's go ahead and click generate and see how long it creates. It takes us to create this slide deck. Are you ready? Here I go. Somebody, I don't have a watch on, but somebody start their timers. In 3, in 2, in 1, boom. And we click generate. We click generate. And here we go. Here we go. So it says, look, it's doing the slide deck right in front of our eyes. So we're already on slide number, I think it's number 3, right? Number 4, the art of the story, share or don't perform. Okay, we're on slide number 5, systematic practice, practice with real. Okay, we're on slide number 3, slide number 6, slide number 7, mastering your mindset, reframe the nerd. You know what? It's going faster than I can read the slides. This is like creating presentations at the speed of AI. It created all the content for us. It's going to create the look for us. And so here's our presentation. Unlocking confidence, 3 keys to overcoming public speaking. Now, do we have any public speakers here? Anybody here watching this, a public speaker? Tell us what you think about the content on this presentation. All right. Where are my public speakers? Just say here in the chat. Where are my public speakers? Be like, I'm here. I'm here. We need your help. We need your help. So I'm going to go through this presentation and tell me in the comments or in the chat if this is good content for overcoming confidence. Yes? All right. My speakers are checking in. Say here, I am if you're a speaker. Perfect. Speaker, presenter. Perfect. We've got a lot. All right, here we go. Unlocking confidence. So here's the first slide. And I can, let's say I want the illustration to take up more, or I want the words to take up more, so I can do this. Maybe I'll do that. I want to get some attention, half and half. Okay, so let's go to the reality of fear. The number 1 fear in America, public speaking ranks as the number 1 fear in America, above death in surveys, yet millions push through it every day. What? Anxiety is energy, not a warning. The racing heart and shaky hands, it's your body gearing up, not shutting down. The audience sees less than you think. Most physical symptoms, trembling, dry mouth, flushed cheeks, are virtually invisible to the crowd. How are we doing? Is this good content, speakers, so far? So let's talk about preparation. Know it, don't memorize it. Ditch the word for word scripts, build a flexible outline so you can speak naturally, adapt in the moment, own your content, understand the material so deeply that any question, interruption, or pivot feels manageable. Is it good content, speakers? Let me know. The art of the story. Don't share, don't perform. Ooh, audiences connect with real humans, not polished actors. Personal antidotes beat rehearsed routines every time. Stories stick. A well-told story is far easier to remember for you and for your audience than slides full of abstract data. So this is good. I like that illustration too, the art of the story. Systematic practice. All right. Refining your delivery. Cut fillers, command body, and serve your audience. Delivery is the difference between a message that lands and one that's forgotten. Oh, I like that. I'm probably let me just bold the word delivery. See how you can do that here? I'm just going to bold delivery. These 3 refinements turn a good speaker into a memorable one. All right, let's finish this up. Slide 7, mastering your mindset, reframe the nerves. Okay, I like it. Connecting with the room, find your friendly face. I do that. Find your friendly spot one warm, engaging listener. Does anybody else do that? Just say me in the chat if you're a speaker and you do that too. You're like me. You find that one friendly face that they're always there, an amazing person who's like, I'm here to support you no matter what. They're going to smile at you. Aim for the genuine, not perfect. Your goal isn't flawless delivery. It's being truly understood. Authenticity builds trust faster than polish. Okay, perfect. And then strategic execution. I like it. And then your path to stage presence. Every great speaker started exactly where you are now. The fear doesn't disappear, it becomes a tool. Prepare. It's your insurance policy against uncertainty. Practice, the foundation of unshakable confidence, and perform. Choose your next opportunity and begin. So tell me, what did you think about this presentation? Okay, you're saying it's very good. Great content. Denise said it's great content. Somebody's asking for the slides. I'll have to put it in the description later. So come back and check the description. If you're watching this live right now, you'll see it in the description later. So yeah, I can definitely share the slides with you, and you can give a presentation now on the 3 keys to overcoming public speaking fear. Yes. So if someone needed this, who are we making this for? Dr. Sunny. Dr. Sunny needs this. She goes to someone and says, this is what I need a presentation around. And you deliver her this amazing PowerPoint. Is she going to be happy? She's gonna be like, oh my gosh, you could change these photos up with her photo. Anything that you want in this can be changed. So that is Gamma. And we give it a round of applause. Yes, Gamma. All right. Perfect. Perfect. You can change anything. Somebody said, if you want to change the gender, can you change it? So you can click on the image, and then where it says a person standing confidently at a podium in a bright auditorium, you can say a tall man in a suit and tie. Right. And so now it was a good question. And so now we can edit with AI. Okay, so I'm going to copy this prompt just to show you. We can edit with AI. We scroll down and we click generate. I could change the style too if I want. And the AI, these images are created for you. They are AI images, so they're created for you. So you can change them up at any time, and you can also import your own photos. So I'll have a client that will give me their photos that they want imported. See, so now we've got a tall man in a suit and tie. And so the more descriptive it is, the more you will get the person you want. It also gives you different people, and you can pick the one that you want. Does that help? Whoever asked that question, yes, good, perfect. And so much more you could do with it. So how do you learn how to use Gamma? You learn how to use Gamma by playing around with it. And that's the truth, right? So you learn how to use it by playing around with it. So play around with it as much as you can. All right, I want to use another tool, Manus. Manus was offline for a while and I was sad, but it is back. So Manus is back. If you saved and downloaded your Manus files, now's the time that you go back and upload it. But let's ask Manus to create a presentation for us. Oops. So let me go back to the title of this presentation. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about different ways to make money with artificial intelligence. And I'm teaching you not only what to do, but just taking one key point and saying, here's exactly how you do it. Go run the play, charge people to do it. So if I were you and doing this as a business and you're starting tonight, you're like, I can do this. I'll start tonight. I would post on LinkedIn and I would post some samples of presentations, do this exact same topic. Thank you, Dr. Sunny. And say, I do professional PowerPoint presentation slide design. If you're looking to get your slides done, then contact me. And then when people contact you, you of course can give them a quote based on what they want. And guess who can help you with your quoting? AI. Just put in there what company it is, what they want the presentation to be about. It will write the proposal and the quote based on that company and what it knows they pay or could pay for presentation design. But let me do it in this tool here, and then I'll come back and talk to you. So let me go to Manus real quick, and then I'm going to give it instructions. Because Gamma is made to do presentations in that section, here in Manus, it has something called Create Slides. Do you see this part right here that's at the bottom of the prompt box, it says create slides. If you click on create slides, you'll see that it has different slide designs that you could pick from. So let's say that you like a whiteboard style, right? So now we picked the whiteboard style, and then you can just give it what you want. Unlocking confidence, 3 keys to overcoming the fear of public speaking, and then you press go, and Manus will create all of the content and make it in this style, this whiteboard style, and it's really good as well. So then we know we have ChatGPT users. So let's go over to ChatGPT, and you could be on ChatGPT chat or work. I think I'm here on work, ChatGPT work. Now, remember, work uses tokens or credits, and it can run out. So pick ChatGPT chat or work. But I'm on ChatGPT here, and I'm going to type in the front of this, create a presentation. Let's see, create a slide deck presentation on, and then this right here. Now, ChatGPT can also, oh, I forgot to tell it what style. Do I want a doodle style? Like I'm not telling it enough information. But ChatGPT can create it as well. Sometimes we get frustrated with the designs in ChatGPT. So what I will also do is just create one slide by slide, and open up PowerPoint or Google Slides and just drop in every image that I'm creating. Boom, 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 boom. But look how ChatGPT asked me this. Who will be in the audience for this presentation? Professionals. What kind of session should I build? 30 minutes. And so now it's building this 30 minutes session. So can you get Manus? Hey, Dr. Stan, good to see you here. Can you get Manus credit as well? So in Manus, where is I'm going to go to Manus settings. I have it in here somewhere where where you get credits and I get credits for you coming into Manus. So let me go ahead and type that into the chat real quick. It's just alicialittle.com/Manus. And is that link clickable? Maybe not. Maybe let me make it clickable. Okay, customer Spencer made it clickable for me. So whoever asks for credits, you get 500 credits when you do that. Manus does use more credits for creating presentations than your fee in paying Gamma, as an example. So yes, Manus is gonna use your credits, use your credits in Manus too. But I'm just talking to the Manus users for a minute. If you want to do it in Manus, you could do it. And for those of you that didn't know, you could do it in ChatGPT too. Okay, in ChatGPT as well. So let's look here at Manus. It's building the slide deck. Okay, unlocking confidence. I love a good whiteboard design. What I love about Manus is every slide is graphically created, and they just look so good. Don't you agree? It looks really good. So could you get this in Gamma? You could get this in Gamma. Let's go back to the home screen in Gamma. You could get this a little bit closer in Gamma. It's never as good if you go from Classic to Studio. And then we're going to type in a whiteboard style presentation about, right? And then I'm going to put here stick figures. Let's do colors, black, black, white, and yellow. Just picking something there. And then generate outline, and then generate. But honestly, Manus, look, these look good. Tell me this does not look like someone paid a lot of money to get an illustrator to design this presentation. I'm just clicking down to the slides for you, right? And someone said, yeah, I shared my referral code to Manus for you in the chat, and you can share your referral code with other people to get more credit. That's all. Somebody was saying that in the chat. Thanks for sharing that. So let me go ahead and generate here on Gamma. Just let that go. Let's check on ChatGPT. Oh, no, that's not the one that we're using. All right, ChatGPT. It's still working. It's still working. I forgot to tell it that I'd like a whiteboard design. So it's just still working right there. All right. So, okay, here we go. Now Gamma is generating a new presentation. We'll see how that turns out in a minute. Manus is already on slide number 11 of 12. Go Manus. Go Manus. Manus is by far my number one for creating slide decks because this is my style. I like to create engaging, fun slide decks that look like they cost a ton of money to create. So here we go. Fear is not a lot. So my speakers, again, tell me how this content is. If it's good, if it's great, if it's amazing, type it into the chat so I can read it and see it. So thank you, SO2152. Right. Yeah, Manus. Manus is back after the shutdown. That is right. They are back and they are online. So, unlocking confidence, 3 keys to overcoming public speaking. Fear is not an alarm. Confidence runs on 3 loops. Key number 1, reset before you perform. A 60-second reset to calm your nerves and show up with confidence. That's really good. Place both feet and soften your shoulders. You can't tell me that those illustrations on this slide deck right here don't look like $1 million. Tell me that this doesn't look like someone spent a lot of money to get it designed. So now you can see the money someone would pay. The gamma presentation we showed, that was fantastic too. People would pay a lot of money for this, but you already know this. So what if you just took a screenshot of this right here? You took a screenshot of this, right? Or you download it, but you just take a screenshot of this and put it on LinkedIn and you say, do you need a slide designer for your next PowerPoint presentation? I help you create the content. I do the slide design for you. I can do the speaker notes as well and deliver it to you within 2 days. Of course, you can do it in like 2 minutes, but you say 2 days, okay? Susan Ferrari is here, one of our consultants. She said, I received $1,500 for one Manus presentation. Can we say congratulations to Susan? Come on now, Susan. Congratulations. Dorina, thank you so much. Sending you a lot of love. Vernicious, thank you as well. So, yep, it does. It looks really good. So, Susan, shout out to you for the 3 minutes you spent on a presentation and got paid $1,500. So I love it. I love it. All right. So that is Manus, and we had ChatGPT. It's still creating. So ChatGPT can be a win or lose sometimes, but I'm going to give you a secret about ChatGPT. Are you ready for the secret? ChatGPT learns really well off of examples. So let's say that this is the design that you like. Go ahead and screenshot the design, right? And then when ChatGPT is done, you can go back to ChatGPT and you can say, this is the style that I love for slides, for slide decks. All right, please emulate or copy this style from now on. Emulate or copy this style and save this in your memory as my favorite style. All right, I'm going to put Alicia's favorite style. All right, so then we go Alicia's favorite style, and then boom, right? And then I'm going to call it whiteboard. Whiteboard style. All right, perfect. So then we're going to press go. So ChatGPT learns really well from examples. So give it an example. Did you see how we did that right there? Now, when you look at this screenshot that I just took, if you put that on LinkedIn, or any of your social media networks, I just know it works so well on LinkedIn, and said that your company designs slide decks for busy professionals, do you think someone's going to be like, I need you to design my slide deck? That looks amazing. So, hi, Laura. Good to see you. Laura Bahina, 1175. I think that's right. So, I love it. I love it. All right. So then let's let ChatGPT look. Oh, yes, I see it clearly now. I see it clearly now. All right, this whiteboard style is much more you. Hand-drawn lettering, blue, black ink, small red and green accents, stick figures, arrow circles, and visual teaching on every slide. I'm treating this as the new design direction and rebuilding the deck to match it. I'm also saving this as Alicia's favorite slide style as your standing presentation preference. So many of you are not telling your AI tools what your preferences are and to save it in its memory. Is that true? Give me a true in the chat if that's true. After today, I know that's going to change for you and you're going to tell your AI tools, this is what I like. So do more of this. This is what I like. So do more of this. All right. So the more that you train your AI tools, we have to train it. If you're a consultant watching this, you already know that. Put train it in the chat. Let everybody know we have to train our AI tools, right? So tell it what you like and what you don't like. Because if you remember, artificial intelligence is trained on data. You're just training it now on your preferences. Are your preferences considered data points? Of course they are. So the new data points that you're giving your AI tool are your preferences. I like this, I don't like this. And AI wants to please you, so it's going to give you more of what you like and less of what you don't like. Cool? Got it? All right. Train it. Train it. Train it. Train it. I love it. Laura says she's working on her journal in Base 44 and she's getting ready to publish it for her clients. I love that. I love that. I love when someone tells me what they're doing for their clients, how much they're getting paid. And yeah, that's fantastic. All right, so ChatGPT is still doing a slide. We're going to come back to ChatGPT slides, but we're going to give a round of applause for Gamma now because we went back to Gamma and did the second style. Do you remember that? I went back to Gamma and instead of picking classic, I picked the one under it. What was it called? I can't remember, but I picked the one under it, and the one under it creates an image, so this is like a unique image for each slide. So these are what those images look like. And they look really good. There's definitely less text on the slide, but I could have told Gamma that I wanted more text on the slide. But these images look good. These are all AI generated. They are unique to you because they're AI generated. But okay, three keys. I do like this too. Now this is hard. Gamma has definitely come up in their slide design. Key one, prepare like a pro. Key two, breathe and reset. I mean, the images alone are fire. Don't you agree? If you agree, say agree in the chat. Am I the only one or do you agree with this? Because I think that this is good. I think that this is good. We're on Gamma. It's come a long way. We used it years ago. Then I switched to Manus only for my slides. But while Manus was down, I was cheating on Manus with Gamma. So I was like, all right, Manus, you've been down for 2 days. I still have slide decks to do. So I went over to Gamma. I went back to Gamma, let's say that, right? And so, hey, the more tools that you have in your toolbox and know how to do things, come on now. But key number 3 is connect with your audience. So key number 1 is prepare like a pro. Key number 2, breathe and reset. Key number 3 is connect with your audience. I think that's all. Moment to shot. Great visuals. Unlock your voice. So I feel like now you have some resources that you could go to create presentations for clients. Is anybody going to take this up as one of the things that you might do to earn money in the AI revolution? If so, just say money, money in the chat. Just say money, money. Just say money, money. Let's see. Renetta said Gamma is definitely challenging Manus with the imagery. Definitely challenging. Manus, everybody says money, money. All right. Wow. A lot of you are saying you might take this one on. That makes me excited. That makes me excited. Let's go back to chat. ChatGPT is still building. Come on now, ChatGPT. We've built 2 decks in Gamma, 1 in Manus, but at least you have some options right now. Okay. So let's keep going. I was just showing different income streams you can start with freelancing with different skills that you have. So let's just talk about some deliverables and businesses, how much they pay for this. I've got some sources here. You can see it on the bottom of this slide deck right here. This slide deck was actually done in Perplexity. So you can also do it in Perplexity, but the level on my account, most people don't have. So I didn't want to show that one. But so Perplexity, I love it. It's one of the best research tools out there. Perplexity dot, is it .io? Let me see. Let me go there really quickly. Perplexity.ai, right? Perplexity.ai. So I'll put this one in the chat so that you could see it. but Perplexity can do slides as well. So here, if I go back to my slide deck, all right, pitch decks, $2,000 to $10,000. Keynote quality decks, $5,000 to $1,500. Hourly rate, $50 to $150. And so yeah, these are some things that you could charge for your slide decks. But I would tell you to go to your favorite AI tool, tell it the business that wants to hire you, and how much you should charge for it. And so now let's go to another business idea, which is building websites. All right, you can build websites for clients. So everybody probably knows a business that needs a new website, a better website, or they don't have one at all. And so if you know a business that needs a website, there are a lot of tools that can create it. My tool that I want to show you today is Base 44, and you can get an account at buildasuperagent.com. So Spencer, if you could type that in the chat, I know you've got that one. Spencer always has that one for me, buildasuperagent.com. And so with this tool, we can build a website from scratch. Now, I'm going to show you two things to just blow your mind for a minute. Number one is Alicia, I'm going to tell Base 44 the website I would like to create. And then to show you something else, I'm going to show you that you can also have an AI tool. In this case, we're going to use the Claude Chrome extension. Talk to Base 44 and tell Base 44 to create your website for you. Oh my gosh, did that even make sense? Let's start over again. So you can get paid making websites for clients. Let's have everybody agree on that. So before I move on, agree. You can get paid. Give me an agree or paid in the chat. You can get paid to make websites for clients. Yes? Okay, everybody's agreeing to that. I'm getting the 100 all over the place. So, so how do you do that? And how do you do it easily so you can charge the client 3,000, 5,000, whatever you decide to charge them, and move on to the next one? And always charge them a monthly fee for maintaining the website, right? So you're always 100% of the time, clients expect to pay a fee for maintaining the website. And then you think, all right, I'm going to charge my clients $500 a month. That comes with maintenance, 2 changes, and 1 quick check-in every month. And I want to get 10 clients on monthly retainers. And so I'm making an extra $5,000 a month just doing a few updates and maintaining their website. All right, perfect. Everybody's got that. So, and then you build some sample websites and post it on social media. You start networking and going to events like the Chamber of Commerce events. You can find different events in your local area and show people, oh, yeah, I make websites. You want to see one of my designs? Want to see one of my designs? Okay, so we're going to go to this tool. How many of you already have a Base 44 account? I know I teach it a lot. If you don't have one yet, please, I need more credits. I get either credits or commissions when you sign up for Base 44 under me, buildasuperagent.com. If you're going to sign up for an account, at least give me some love. Give me some love, buildasuperagent.com. So I'm here on Base 44 now, and I told you I'm going to do this 2 different ways because this is a teaching session. Did y'all know you were going to work today? Because we're working. Now, on Base 44, I have a builder account. Someone type that in the chat so everybody sees that. And I'm trying to pronunciate it clearly. Builder account. So I have a builder account because when you build websites and you want to have a custom domain so the website can go live, the account has to be a builder account. They have many different levels. It's not the highest level. It's not the lowest level. Also, you need a builder account when you build mobile apps and launch them. Also, we teach how to build super agents. You need to come to my upcoming summit. It's called AI Business Summit at aibusinesssummit.com. If somebody could drop a link to the business summit in the chat, like sign up for the business summit, and I'm teaching super agents on the business summit. Today, I'm teaching how to make websites with this tool. All right. So aibusinesssummit.com. Thank you, Spencer, and all the team members for typing that in the chat. So register for the business summit. Once you've done that, type done in the chat so I can shout you out and show you some love. So it's completely free. Just sign up for the free level. It's completely free. I do these every few months. It's my passion. I cannot wait. It's the countdown to the next business summit. Just make sure that you take the day off, you order food in, because we work for the whole day. We work for the whole day. All right, look at that. Wave McDonald, I think was the first to say done to done. J Rob Watch said done. P Coffee. Oh, you've already been registered. Misha, done. Smooch is done. Every day to choose. I love it. I love it. Okay. So Jennifer Johnson, done. Look at everybody signing up for my business summit. Thank you so much. Means a lot. And I appreciate it. Okay, so we are building a website. That's what we're doing. We're building a website. So when you're building a website, you can, when you're building a website for a client, there are so many different things, right, that you're going to build. But let me see if I can get and I'm talking about okay, I'll do one maybe for a barber shop. I'm thinking of which one I will do. Let's do maybe one or for a floral shop, I'm thinking. So there's two different ways. I'll make it up. I usually do a doggy daycare. So Base 44 right now, I'm inside of my Base 44 account and it says two things, apps or agents, apps or agents, apps or agents. If you're building a website, you want to click on apps, which is what I just did. And now it says describe the app you want to create. But I'm going to show you and I'm going to make this even more awesome for you. So you could go to your favorite AI tool. Let's say your favorite AI tool is Claude. We haven't given Claude any love today. Anybody here love Claude? We're my Claude users. We're my Claude users here. Yeah, Claude users. All right, just checking in. So Claude knows base 44. So watch this. I'm going to click on my microphone. Hopefully it doesn't impact my microphone here. And I'm going to do, I love my dog Bruno. So this is a shout out to Bruno. So here we go. I would like for you to write a prompt for Base 44 to create a website for me for my grand opening. It's of my doggy daycare. The doggy daycare is called Wiggles Doggy Daycare. I'm the owner, Alicia Little. And in the About Us section, I want you to talk about how I started this doggy daycare because I love my little dog, Bruno. He's a Yorkie poo. He's 8 pounds. And I didn't want Bruno to be home alone. And so I'm like, all right, I'll start a doggy daycare. Bruno's friends can come in too. And so now me and my team take care of Atlanta's dogs and entertain them while you're at work. My phone number is 555-555-5555. My email address is bookings@wigglesdoggydaycare.com. Okay, so what you see that I did was I just fed information into, let me make sure my microphone is still good. Yes, I just fed information into Claude to tell Claude to build the prompt for Base 44. Okay, so let me repeat that again. We are looking at the income stream number two, the second way to create money with AI. What was the first income stream we talked about today? What did we create that you could use AI to create and make big bucks? What was the first one? Does anybody remember the first one? What was the first one? Yep. Freelancing, building slide decks. Yay. All right. Building slide deck agency. Perfect. So now we're on the second one, which is building websites for clients. But I want to actually build a website for you live to empower you so that you can see this is something you can do too, right? It is not hard. But sometimes I have problems, even though I feel like I'm good at prompting. Sometimes I have problems coming up with like, oh my gosh, all right, I have to write these instructions. A prompt is the instructions that you give AI. Let me repeat that again. A prompt is the instructions that you give AI. Do you agree that the better the instructions are, the better the results will be? It's the garbage in, garbage out, right? So I could have typed that in here to base 44. But do you think that if I tell Claude to clean up my instructions before I put it in base 44, that I might get a better result in base 44? Yes or no? What do you think? And also, base 44 uses credits too. So I want to use the least amount of credits in base 44. If I put something sloppy in base 44, it might take me more credits to keep fixing it. Oh, that's not what I meant. Oh, right. Yes. All right. Perfect. So, Grace asks if this is recorded. Grace, you're watching live right now, but this will always be on my YouTube channel. So come back to my YouTube channel, click on live, and you can watch this live anytime. Good? All right. So, super silly animals, I'm glad that you're here too. Let's go. All right. So now we still have Claude creating this prompt for base 44. So I noticed that you should always look it over before you send it in. I noticed that, I should have spelled my name correctly. When I say Alicia Little, it's always going to put Little, but I'm moving fast for this example. But look right here what Claude is doing. Base 44 prompt for the Wiggles Doggy Daycare grand opening website, ready to copy and paste. What? It says base 44 prompt. Did you know that you could use one AI tool to create the prompt to use in another? Not bad, right? Some of you are working too hard. Come on now. So here it is. Build a beautiful mobile responsive one-page website for the grand opening of Wiggles Doggy Daycare, color palette, all this kind of stuff, the footer, everything. Of course, you are going to read it. It corrected my last name because Claude knows what my last name is. Of course, you're going to read it. Of course. But just for time today, we're just not going to read it. We're going to copy and paste and we're going to click go. Now, there are two different ways. This is buildasuperagent.com if you don't have an account now. There are two different ways that you can use this over here. And so if you click on build, it starts building immediately. If you click on plan, it creates a plan before building. The reason to click on plan before build is that you can see what it's going to do. It'll tell you what it's going to do before it builds it. And also it uses less credits. So I like to plan things out first and then click build. But for time today, we're just going to click build and we're going to watch this amazing tool build our website, boom, right in front of our eyes. Now, watch this. I'm going to go back to base 44. If you don't have an account, I'm clicking on apps, right? So we have apps and agents. And when you're on your base 44 account, you'll see that you can earn bonus credit right here at the bottom by referring a friend. So if you need more credits like I do, refer a friend. Once you get in, you refer a friend. Okay, perfect. So I'm like, always need more credits. I always need more credit. So here in base 44, I can also go back to Claude and I can tell Claude, okay, this is a great prompt. I love it. I need one change from you though. I'm actually going to give this prompt to the Claude Chrome extension to get the website done in base 44. And I want you to write the instructions now for the Claude Chrome extension to build this in base 44 and have the Claude Chrome extension when it feels like everything it's done. Base 44 says it's done. The Claude Chrome extension is going to go and test it as a usability tester. If it finds anything that's incorrect, it's going to tell base 44 to fix it. And then it's going to test it again. And if it finds anything wrong, it's going to have base 44 fix it. And then after it's finished acting as a usability tester, it's going to act as a SEO and AEO specialist and analyze the website. And any recommendations it has to improve it, it's going to fix it and then test it again. And then test it again as a usability tester and keep testing it until you feel like the website is done and done. Thank you very much. Somebody say done and done in the chat. So this is where you say, you know what? I'm going to go drink a pina colada, Claude. I want you to do all of the work with base 44. And when you know that it's done, that's when you come get me. Okay. So you do all the work and then you check it and then you act as a usability tester and check in. If there's anything wrong, you fix it, tell base 44 to fix it. And then you're going to check it again. And by that time, I should be done with my pina colada and I'm going to come back to see if it's done. But you're going to do one more test and check it again. And then you're not going to stop until you're 100% sure that this website is ready to go. Because I got other things to do. Does everybody get it? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? Done and done. Right? You want to make sure that everything is done and done. Deshaun, thanks for subscribing. If you guys haven't subscribed to this channel, do it. Please do it. Please subscribe. Please, please. We're about to reach another milestone in subscribers, so I could really use your help. So please subscribe. And if you enjoy this video after we're done, share with a friend or two or three, because friends do not let friends get left behind in the AI revolution. Okay? All right. So, um, this prompt for testing is a big one, but it's not going to fit in the chat. But what I'll do is I will put it in the description later. So come back later and you'll see it in the description. Okay. So I hope you're enjoying this. So now it's creating a prompt for me to give Claude. Let's check and see. Oh, what? I love it. So Wiggles Doggy Daycare, the website is being built. All right, you can see the website is being built. I love it. Okay, base 44 finished this one so far. So we've got the home, the about section, the services, the gallery, the contact. Now I'm going to go to base 44 and I'm going to say, make photos to fill in the gallery and all of those blanks. Just make those photos for me for now. Thank you. All right, let's fill in this website. So, yes, I'm switching back and forth because I'm trying to teach you that there are many different ways to get something done, right? I like to have AI do it and then I sit back and watch. But here's a Claude. So now I'm back to Claude, where I asked Claude to write the instructions to build Wiggles Doggy Daycare website in base 44. So it says, okay, Alicia, open it in Chrome, then paste everything below this line into Claude and Chrome. If it checks in before taking action, just approve and it will continue. So how do you get the Claude Chrome extension? First of all, you have to be paying for Claude. So you have to be paying $20 a month. And then you can just go to the Google Chrome store or just go to Google and type in Claude Chrome extension. Bam, you get to the Claude Chrome extension, which is this right here. So once you get to the Claude Chrome extension, you can install the Claude Chrome extension and you're in business. All right. ChatGPT also has an extension and so does Base 44. All right. So there's these extensions that they're your AI assistants now and can do a whole bunch of stuff for you. All right. So we're in Base 44. I'm going to open up the Claude Chrome extension. I'm going to, did I copy this already? I think so. I'm going to paste it into Base. I'm sorry. I'm going to paste it into Claude. No, I didn't copy it yet. So let's go to these instructions. Click copy and paste. Can everybody hear copy and paste? Copy and paste. And then I always go to the top because sometimes it's going to paste like some of the instructions to me. All right. Place everything below the line as a Claude. If it checks before, just approve and you're okay. All right. Your mission. Let's start with your mission. So what am I doing? I'm actually putting Claude into base 44 in a way. I had to open up base 44 first. Whatever website you wanted to take action on, you have to open up the website first. If you can help me out here, type into the chat, step 1, open the website. Step 2, add the Claude Chrome extension. Step 3, give Claude instructions. Good. These are my instructions. I didn't read them. I would always tell you to read them first, but we're just, getting things moving here for you. So now the Claude Chrome extension is going to come back and ask me to do some approvals, or it's going to tell me that it's going to do work. But look at this. Look at where my hands are, right? And watch the Claude Chrome extension at the same time. So it's going to take action on that page while I am doing something else. It's going to give instructions to Base 44 to create the website. This is ridiculous. So this means that your AI tool, let's think about this for a minute. Your AI tool can act as your assistant. So you brought an assistant into the room. Where's my assistant? You brought an assistant into the room. Okay. let's bring this example around so we all understand it, because I don't want anybody to not get this. But watch the screen at the same time. Isn't it so cool? Look where my hands are and it's building. So you do this to an assistant and you're like, listen, I would like to build a website, but I want you to manage the entire process for me as if you're my project manager from start to finish. I'm going to give you the instructions and you work with the website tool until it's completely done. Have it, test it, look at everything, and you call me when it's done. Not before, you call me when it's ready for me to see it. Do you understand? You do? All right, let's get to work. So you think sometimes when I'm working with AI, I think about, and this is why we have these robots all over. I'm like, what do I need to be able to tell my robot team member in order to get the best results out? And you don't have to be the one that knows how to write everything, because you can just have AI write the instructions for AI for you. All right. So look here on the left-hand side of the screen. On the left-hand side of the screen, the Claude Chrome extension, I'm going to hopefully not mess it up here. The Claude Chrome extension up here, look right here. I'm going to highlight it. The Claude Chrome extension gave instructions to Base 44 to get the job done. This is one AI tool telling the other AI tool what to do based on the instructions I gave it. And the instructions I gave it were written by another AI tool, or just written by Claude. All right. So I want to make sure that you guys get this as far as another way to work with artificial intelligence. And let's all remember that AI can be such a multiplier. So let's say that you advertise on LinkedIn, "Hey, I'm building one-page websites for businesses. If you need a website, it's only $9.97 to build your website. Contact me." So you have 10 people contact you. 997 is in. You just made $10,000 for the day, but now you got to build. You had 10 websites at 997. Now you got to build all 10 websites. You have them fill out a form, and they fill out a form with all the information. What's the about us section? Like, what do you want your website? And then you put that form into Claude and you say, my client wants a website. Here's all the things they want in their website. Give instructions for the Claude Chrome extension to have Base 44 do the website and to review it and check it until it's 100% done. Review it as a usability tester, review it as their ideal customer, and then tell me when it's done. And then you open up another window for the next client's work and you do the same thing. And then when you're done doing that for all 10 clients, you go do, I don't know, what are you going to do while AI is doing your work for you? Somebody tell me. And AI can create your discovery forms for you. Absolutely. AI can create those discovery forms for you. Lady Jaw, that's such a good question. I'm gonna address that in a minute. I love watching this. My boyfriend Jamal, he's always like, I will sit here and just watch it do its work. And he's like, does it do its work faster if you're watching it? I'm like, I don't care. I feel good watching my AI do the work. So I'll just sit here and stare at it and feel good on the inside. Does anybody ever feel good when AI is doing the work for you? Be like, I don't care. I'm going to watch it anyway. No, it doesn't make it go faster. Smart, right? Yeah, anyway. So this is, we're going to come away from this for a minute. This is the Claude Chrome extension, building the website. Let's go where we just built it by talking to Base 44 ourselves by having Claude write the prompt to give Base 44. Do you remember that? So here it is, Wiggles Doggy Daycare, grand opening. Okay, grand opening in Atlanta. It all started with Bruno. Obviously, I'd have to upload a picture of me and Bruno, but I told it to make it. All right. A possum day awaits. So it's asking for pricing. So I'll need to put in some pricing. Here's a day at Wiggles. What's happening? The Wiggles Gallery. Best Buddies, Zoomy Time, Tiny But Mighty, Turf Adventures, Big Smiles. It looks good. Happy Snoots, Nap Club. Oh, I feel like I need the Nap Club right now. But anyway, come sniff out our grand opening. Ready for more Wiggles. Okay, I love it. So now, I need to put in the things that are missing. So I would go back and I would say, all right, you could either tell Base 44, tell me everything that you need that's missing. It'll say, I need the date of the grand opening. I need your pictures, that kind of stuff. And you keep working on it. But this was fast. Shout out to Base 44 for this. This was fast. And then, you need to tie in the correct Instagram and Facebook and all that kind of stuff. But this was fast. It built a fast website and then you customize it from there. So now, as we come back over here, okay, Claude is still building the website and we're excited about that and happy about that. How's everybody feeling right now? How's everybody? Can you get the chat extension? You could get the chat extension. And here's the chat Chrome extension. So the Claude Chrome extension or the chat Chrome extension, whichever one you like. If you have a ChatGPT account, use the chat Chrome extension. But yes, it will act as your assistant and do things like this for you. And so I really do love that. I really do love that. So I hope that you all love that too. So we have a question here from Lady Josh. She says, can you create the same request for the slides in Gamma and Manus and ask the client which they love best? So when creating slide decks for a client, here's what I like to do. And this is if you're creating flyers or an Instagram post or whatever you're creating for a client. I like to give them 3 options. So Lady Jaw, you're onto something, 3 options and tell them to pick one. And this is why. If you give 3 options and tell them to pick one, they pick one and they're like, yes, this is the one that I like. Let's go with it. If you give them 1 option, what do you have to do? Does anybody know? So if you only give them 1 option, you have to say, tell me your changes and I'll make the changes. And now you're in this cycle of doing more work. So my advice to you is to create 3 and tell them to pick one. And I usually say, I know I told you I would only create 1, but I love your project so much that I created 3. Pick one that you like the best. And they pick the one that they like the best. Done. Done and done, right? So just a tip from the client service delivery delivery world. It's yeah, so if Laura says you only give them 1, they say all the changes they want. But usually, sometimes they might ask for changes too, but usually if you give them 3 choices, they pick the one that they like the best and they feel good about it. And they're like, yes, I picked the one that I like the best. So great. Okay, so I hope that you liked that revenue stream, building websites for clients. Did you like that one as well? Yes, everybody's good with that one. Everybody's like, yes, good, good. And it's still building here. And so you're just working on some of your own opportunities while it's doing that. Now, the next one, I'm not going to demo anything. I'm just going to talk to you for a minute. The next one is what I do as well, and it's being an AI consultant or teaching and training in artificial intelligence. And I love this one. This is what we're doing right now. So what clients will pay you to sit down with them or to train their teams on Zoom or in person or keynote speaking about artificial intelligence. It's such a hot topic right now that you could pick just one thing. So you could say how to build websites with AI or ChatGPT, getting to know ChatGPT, getting started with ChatGPT, and you take people through how to get started with ChatGPT. A popular one that my consultants do is they work with people or they work with companies, corporations, or whatever it is. And it's like your ChatGPT setup because most people don't know even how to find the settings in ChatGPT and what those settings mean. So this is called being an artificial intelligence consultant. And I will say that shout out to LinkedIn. LinkedIn said that being an AI consultant is the #2 biggest opportunity this year, right? It's being an AI consultant or strategist. So last year it was #2 as well. And the year before it was #8. The year that my sister and I started our AI certified consultant program, it was nowhere on the radar, but it's come up from nowhere to 8 to 2 to 2. So we're holding strong at the #2 position. And when you say it's because the demand is so high, if you think about this for a moment, there's so many businesses who need to adopt AI. And it's like, boom, so many businesses, but so few of us who can actually go in and train and teach it how to build with AI. So that's an amazing opportunity for you, is to be an AI consultant, an AI trainer, because it's hot and in demand. When I tell you I am booked and busy, someone put booked and busy in the chat if you know me, or follow me on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, if the team could drop my Instagram in the chat, and you can see I can't post all of the companies that I do work for, obviously, right? But the ones that do allow it, you can see the companies that I do this for, and it's pretty amazing. So I do it at universities, schools, corporations, nonprofits, different organizations and group, and I love it. I will say that you're so early in the AI revolution. Keep it simple. Don't talk above people's heads. Just help them to get to the money, or help them to be more efficient with AI. So right now the demand is so high. So I looked at a report by CompTIA, and CompTIA's IT report for 2026 said that being an AI consultant, or actually it said that 94% of businesses need people to come in and teach and train and upskill their workforce. 94% of businesses in the US is like over 30 million businesses. And those 30 million businesses all have employees. The numbers just get to be crazy high. But the problem is there's not a lot of people to do it. And this is why I charge what I charge to go teach and train in organizations, because the demand is so high, the supply is so low, and we deliver an enormous value to a business. So I was hired by a business to come in and teach them how to create PowerPoint presentations. So picture this, 42 people, I taught them how to create PowerPoint presentations. And now those 42 people, they said it used to take them on average 6 to 8 hours to create a PowerPoint presentation. Now at the most, and they're using Gamma, now at the most, it might take 20 minutes after tweaking and editing. So they went from 6 to 8 hours to 20, 30 minutes per presentation. What does that do for that business? They have 42 people in that business that create presentations. Somebody tell me in the chat, what does that do for that business? So this is the impact that we make as AI consultants, okay? So that was am I on stream number 3? That's the third stream of income that we're going to talk about. So we talked about building pitch decks, AI websites. Then we talked about the opportunity of being an AI consultant, right? So being an AI consultant. So different opportunities here to really earn with AI, and the one about teaching and training artificial intelligence is a really big one. All right, did everybody get that? Okay, so the next one is building digital products with AI. So you could use Claude or ChatGPT to do this, and you could be building digital products for yourselves. So somebody tell me, have you ever wanted to create an ebook and sell it? Tell me what that ebook would be in the chat. Who wants to create an ebook? Right? Who wants to create an ebook? Tell me what the topic of your ebook would be, and we're going to create the ebook for you right now. We're going to do it live, right? We're going to do it live. And create your ebook. It could be in any industry. It could be something that you're going to create for a client. And my healing journey, financial planning, a dating resume. That's so interesting. Credit repair and funding, daily devotionals, life after loss. Okay. How to win with AI. I like that one too. Healing stage 4, travel, and how to create a webinar. Look at this nutritional ebook, understanding your spouse. What? Okay, that's interesting. Understanding your spouse. Return to your trauma healing, conflict resolution. That's a good one too. Global warming, keeping yourself relevant in the age of AI. That's a really good one. How to move yourself from poverty with AI, the ins and outs of taxes. Whew, AI literacy 101. That's a really good one. So I like that one. Affirmations, how to short sale your home, opening a salon. Look at this. Now, the list of what you see people putting in this live chat right now, here while we're live, Do you see a lot of opportunities for people to make money? They have good ideas, not good ideas, great ideas. Do you all see the great ideas in the chat? Because I see them, right? I see them supporting your elderly parents, how to preserve your humanity. Look at all the really great ideas. Opening a natural hair salon. There's so many here. I do like the one of understanding your spouse just because it's creative and interesting. So, all right. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Claude, but I have to do one thing with Claude. We're going to use Claude for this example, but I'm going to have to. Is this done? Grand opening potty work? Potty? I guess it's still working. Let me go back here. Okay. So, this is pretty cool. Remember Claude is building our website here for Wiggles. Right now, I see it doing testing, like it's testing the mobile responsiveness. And I love that it's building the website, but I'm going to go ahead and have to stop it because while it's building in the background and I'm going to keep doing other stuff, I don't want to overwhelm my computer. But can you guys see? I'm going to stop Claude from doing this right now. But can you guys see that the Claude Chrome extension was making sure this website got built for us? And then it is doing all of its tests right now. Yeah, I hate to stop it, but I want to keep moving. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and press stop Claude. And it stopped. But Claude, you did a really good job so far. Let's see the about, right? You're testing the mobile responsiveness and you're building it. So another way that you can build. Okay, so let's go to Claude right now and we're going to ask Claude to create an ebook for us on understanding your spouse. But I want you to do something here. I want this ebook to be super personalized to you. Okay, so for me, I'm not married, so I'm going to say understanding your partner. So, okay, here we go. I would like to create an ebook by me, Alicia Little, in my voice DNA. Do you have my voice DNA? What do you call it again? And I want you to incorporate my stories. And I want this to be an ebook about understanding your partner, whether your partner is your spouse or your fiance or your boyfriend or girlfriend. And what are the keys to understanding your spouse? What questions should you be asking at the different phases in dating? All right. And then now we're going to put some things like ebook length. How long do we want this ebook to be? I don't know. I'll say 30 pages, right? Style, creative, and let's see. Do I want it to be colorful? Nah, just put like creative and inspiring, easy to read. And then we're going to press go. Now, the question you're having already, and I know it, is can you use ChatGPT to create an ebook as well, right? You have that question. Can you use ChatGPT to create an ebook? And yes, you can. You could either use ChatGPT Chat or ChatGPT Work, and ChatGPT will also create an ebook for you here. So I just pasted it in ChatGPT and it's going to create that ebook. So look at how it says retrieving voice analysis documentation from memory files. Okay. And so if you have not put your voice documentation into AI yet, you need to do that so that it can speak as you in your style and tone. Never let AI write in its style and tone. You want it to speak like you. Tell me in the chat, have you created your AI voice DNA or does AI know your style and tone and how you speak? If you haven't done that yet, let me know in the chat and I will walk you through it. Like real fast and simple, I'll walk you through how to do that. But you need to identify what your voice DNA profile is so it can talk and sound like you. When it creates this ebook for me and I read it, you're going to say, Alicia, that sounds exactly like you. That's the whole point. Remember when I said train it? You have to train your AI model on the things that you want it to do out of the box. All right, they're the same. As you keep building memory, it separates yours. As you expect more from your AI tool and train it, you get more back the more that you train it. Okay, does that make sense? I hope everybody understands that. Does that make sense? All right. A lot of you have said that you haven't done it yet. So here's the thing. You can go to your favorite AI tool, whatever one you're using, Claude or ChatGPT. I never did a check-in. Tell me which tool you're using. Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Manus, GenSpark. Like there's a bunch of them. Which one are you using every day? Which one are you using the most? Tell me, ChatGPT, Chat, Claude. All right. So some Gemini, one Gemini came in, just only one Gemini so far. Where are my Gemini users? So here's the thing, Gemini. Okay, we got two Gemini users, but you just have to give the tool your writing samples and your writing style and tone so that it is going to write as you in your style and tone. So all you have to do is go to your favorite AI tool and you say, "Hey, it's me, Alicia." Put your name there. "Hey, it's me, Alicia. I want you to write in my style and tone. I will be giving you samples of my writing or transcripts of things that I've said, and I want you to create Alicia's voice DNA and save it in your memory. And when you write for me, you're always going to write in this Alicia's voice DNA. Anyway, when you get the samples, tell me what my voice DNA is. What phrases do I often say? That sort of stuff." And it's going to come back. It's like, "Okay, give me your samples." Boom, give it samples, emails you've written, articles you've written. If you don't have anything, then do voice dictation and be like, and tell it a story. Be like, "Let me tell you the story of from childhood to where I am today and how I got here." And then you start to see, I didn't know that I say the words "behold up" a lot. I'm like, "Behold up." And all these things that I say, AI knows me better than I know myself, and it saves those things that I say in Alicia's voice DNA so it can write for me, as me, in my style and tone. Okay. So Claude is writing for me, but let's go to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT says, hey, Alicia. Yes, I have your voice DNA. We've also called the fuller version your AI ghostwriter DNA or your communications DNA. It captures your natural storytelling, conversational teaching style, short emphasis lines, humors, examples, rhetorical questions, and phrases like, "Okay, so think about this, but hold up." It also reflects your solution oriented approach. You don't just tell people what the problem is, you walk them through what to do next. So, your recommended ebook concept is Learn Me, Love Me, the questions that help you truly understand your partner at every stage of love by Alicia Little. The central message would be you cannot truly love someone you have stopped trying to learn. Ooh, drop the mic. Some of you just had a moment right there. The book would introduce your signature learn method. Look, it created a learn method for me. The 30 pages would guide readers through early dating, exclusive dating, serious commitments, engagement, marriage, conflict, intimacy, finance. This sounds like a good ebook. Um, and it's talking about my boyfriend. It says, "I know that he's your best friend, that you've described him as amazing, and that the two of you also work closely. But it doesn't have enough stories to write the ebook yet. So it wants to do a quick relationship story interview." This is great. How did you and Jamal meet? What did you first think about him? It's asking all of these questions. Now, when I answer those questions, do you think, yes or no, that the book will be now so personalized to me and to my story that it will be a valuable ebook? Not one of those junk garbage ebooks that people are writing with ChatGPT that have no personalization, that don't sound like them, right? Do you agree? Give me an agree in the chat if you agree. Yes, it will be awesome. So if ChatGPT doesn't ask you to interview you, you say, "I need you to interview me before you write this book." Interview me. Somebody write that in the chat. Interview me before you write this book. My gosh, when it interviews you, answer those questions. Take as much time as you want to answer the questions. Give it back to your AI tool, and the output will blow your mind. And so, funny story. So, I had a magazine contact me and they said, "Alicia, we want you to write a story about AI. You're the queen of AI. Write this story about AI, but you can't use AI to write it. We don't like AI writing. You know, AI writing is junk. So you have to write it yourself, but I know you can do it." Full stop. I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, here we go. ChatGPT, write this in my voice DNA. Ask me 15 questions before you write anything. Here's what this magazine wants me to write about. Wrote everything. I'm done, right? Finished it. It looks good. I submit it to the magazine, and guess what? The lady writes back. I open up the email, and it could go two ways. But you know what she said? This is great. I knew you could do it. And I wanted to be like, lady. But you know what my sister told me? Lorette said, don't say anything. Let it go to print. Like, let it go to print. Don't say anything. So I didn't say anything. The magazine went to print and my AI written article is in there. Now I understand why she said that because the average user, when writing with artificial intelligence, it sucks. Do y'all agree if you do say sucks? It sucks. There's so many people who are writing with AI and not doing these steps that it sucks. And you guys will never be in that category ever again because you're learning this here. Yes, you agree? So, right, I love it. Interview me before you write. Thank you everybody for helping me out by typing it in the chat. Interview me before you write, and then it will be a great ebook, a great story, and you will be proud of what you produced with AI when you do these steps. Let me repeat what the steps are. When you're getting AI to write anything for you, in this case, we're saying an ebook that you can sell to your audience. When you're getting it to write, you're going to say, you know, this is what I want you to write, but I want you to interview me and use my voice DNA for everything that you write. If you haven't created your voice DNA, you're going to give it samples of your writing and tell it to create your voice DNA through those samples. Now it's going to write as you, and then you tell it to interview you. The stories are going to be yours. In the case of the magazine article I was telling you about, like the first sentence started off with a story. It was a story. And so there's no way anyone would ever think that it was written by AI because it sounded 100% like me and started off with a very personal story. All right, if you get this concept, say got it in the chat so I can keep moving. I want to make sure that you guys have got it. Say got it. Claude is still writing. ChatGPT has me answering some questions. I would come back to Claude and I would tell Claude to ask me questions about my life stories. Now it came back and it did say, I said, use my known life stories, but it did say, would you like to give me some life stories? Can I interview you? So you pick what you want to do. And so that was stream number 4, right? Digital products. Yep. Stream number 4. So the last stream is to build and sell micro apps. And so we use the tool buildasuperagent.com, which is our link for Base 44. And when you go inside, it says agents or apps. In this case, you're going to click on apps and then you can build an app, any type of software form. It might be a client intake form, a little piece of software that you would build with no code. So you could literally build something that people would use and you could sell it. I have a friend who is amazing and he sells a tool that helps you write content for Facebook. It just writes one thing. It doesn't create images or anything. And he makes thousands and thousands of dollars every month off of a subscription. And he charges people $5 for it. It'll blow your mind when you see it. So the things that you just have to think about in this case here is that, you know, you could build something and people would love it. It could be an audit tool. I'm just looking at the different things here. So the last one that I built, let me open up my Base 44 tool. Was this yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I built something called Super Prompt Studio. And so in this tool right here, you can come in here and you choose the marketing deliverable you want to be able to create content. And so you pick email campaign, you answer these questions here, and the output is a super prompt, not just an average prompt, but a super prompt. And so something like this, I would sell for, and it's got a library, I would sell for a fee, a monthly subscription fee, recurring revenue, and I would make money selling it. So this is in the same section as the website we were building for Wiggles Doggy Daycare. But in this case, instead of building a website, we're building a micro software tool, just a small software tool that does one thing. So you could build these tools and sell it to clients. Definitely. $5,000, $7,000 they're going to pay for tools. Or you can charge a subscription for people to pay for your tools. Yes? Does that make sense for everybody? All right. Well, we covered the 5 different ways to make money with artificial intelligence. I hope that you loved it. I enjoyed it. So I just want to give you some quick updates before we wrap up today's session. But thank you so much for being here today in today's session. So let's talk a little just a little bit about some of the latest news. So Manus separated from Facebook. Boom, they are separated. Manus separated from Facebook. It went offline, and while it was offline, some of us cried like I really missed it. And so if you really missed it like me, it's back. But now that it's back, you have to upload the file that you downloaded and get your Manus back up to date. Now, the interesting thing about it is that my Manus, when I logged in, I saw content was still on the inside. So when I saw the content was still on the inside, I thought that my service never got deleted. So hold on one second. I'm just typing in something in to show you. But I thought my service got deleted, but only the part got deleted from when Meta had purchased it to when they went offline. But I'd been using Manus way before Meta purchased it, and all that content had never been deleted. So just really interesting. It was the content that was deleted. It was the content that was created by when Facebook had it. Now, did anybody use Manus and you did your downloads? Have you gone back and uploaded what you downloaded? And Manus was the tool that we showed in the beginning that's also really good for what? Does anybody remember what Manus was really good for? Yep, creating PowerPoint presentations. So, yep. So it's really good at creating PowerPoint presentations. And so the Restore portal is back, and I think you guys should just take a look at it. All right. So go back there and restore it. If you have not done that yet, you can restore it. All right. So let's talk about 3 stories that actually affect you. ChatGPT can now book your dinner. So OpenAI has teamed up with Yelp and OpenTable and Resy and can make dinner reservations for you. So let's look at this. So OpenAI partnered with Yelp, OpenTable, and Resy. You can now ask ChatGPT to book a table or join a wait list without ever leaving chat. So with these connectors that these AI tools are connecting with. So in this case, ChatGPT is connecting with other tools so that you don't leave ChatGPT. All of them are doing this. They're called connectors or plugins because they want you to stay within the tool instead of going to Yelp, OpenTable, or Resy. Resy just asks ChatGPT to book it for you on the inside. So, all right. So the next thing is Ford's AI assistant now checks your tire pressure and fuel level. So I'm excited to test this one out because I do have a Ford. I have the Mustang Mach-E, the electric Ford Mustang. So we'll see about its AI assistant. And so why does this matter for you? AI is taking over the small tasks people used to Google. Every business will need to be findable, bookable through AI, and that's a service that you can sell. So, you can now tell business owners why it's so important that they get their Yelp and OpenTable and Resy set up because people are going to ChatGPT and having ChatGPT book their restaurant reservations for them. And if you're not in Yelp, OpenTable, or Resy as a restaurant, you could be missing out on a huge amount of traffic when people are going to ChatGPT and say, I'd like to make reservations at the sushi restaurant nearest to me with 4.8 stars and above. ChatGPT makes the reservation for you, but if your business is not on Yelp, OpenTable, and Resy, right? So do you see how you could get paid helping businesses get recommended by AI? Somebody give me a paid in the chat. Paid in the chat. Thank you, Miss Houston Journey. 205,000 US workers say they've been laid off in 2026 and are citing AI as the reason. The hardest hit: customer service, data operations, entry level software, finance, and the back office. So our 2026 total numbers match it right now, matches all of 2025 in under 8 months. So, why this matters for you? This is exactly why you don't want to wait. Do not wait. If your job could be automated, learn to package AI skills and sell it to the businesses doing the automating. If you want to stay relevant in your workspace right now, you need to know artificial intelligence and be AI literate so that maybe you get moved into a different position or you're in charge of helping bring AI into that office. I like to think we're in a time where we need to take the humans we have them build an AI team underneath them, and then be more efficient and grow the business instead of laying off the people. Like, train the people how to use AI. The people that are really thriving in the AI revolution, and we're going to see this in the future, are those that are embracing artificial intelligence. Y'all, we are in the AI revolution. This is not a trend. Some people are sitting back and saying, "Oh, let me see if this AI passes over." Does anybody know somebody like that? Just put "I do" in the chat if you know somebody like that. Somebody's like, let me see if this AI thing passes over. Are people going to care about AI in a few years from now? I'm not even going to try AI because it might just be a fad. Right? Anybody know it? Yep. A lot of people say, I do. I know somebody like that. It is not a fad. You need to learn it and learn it now. If you're in your profession and you're wondering, is my profession going to be here in a few years from now? Has anybody ever asked themselves that question? Like, is my profession going to be here? You can go to your favorite AI tool and you say, act as a job industry specialist and ask me about my current position and tell me what that position is going to look like 6 months, 2 years, and 5 years down the road. Is the job title going to change? And what skills do I need to have today and in the near future in order to future proof myself in that career, or as that career pivots, how I can remain at the top? And it will tell you, it will give you a really great breakdown, but more importantly, the skills that you need to learn to future proof yourself and be relevant in the AI revolution. Okay, got it. All right, perfect. And then story number 3 in AI news is Manus's data restore portal is open. So if you backed up your data before August 22nd, here's what to do. Usually when you logged in, this is what happened to me on my phone and on my computer, but log in on the device that you saved your download to. Go to manus.com, manus.im/backup. Sign in with the account that got deleted or that got the deletion notice, and then upload your Manus file. So mine, I had saved it in Google Drives, and then watch for the welcome back. So they said that they're going to give some bonuses. I think it's like their best plan at a discount or something like that. But make sure that you do your metadata storage. And then if you're ready to really dive more in with AI and have a longer training with me, register today at the AI Business Summit, aibusinesssummit.com, and tell me once you're registered. Just put "done" in the chat because I know you want the training to continue. So put "done" in the chat. Let's go. Give me a "done" in the chat. Done, 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 done. Done in the chat, and aibusinesssummit.com. Also, if you'd like to talk to any of our team members about the different services that we have, book a call. You can easily book a call with our team, and it is free. I always get asked that question. It is free. So I just ask that you make sure that you show up, because my team members, they block their time when you put it on your calendar. So please just show up, right? They do the best they can to show up. Please do your best you can to show up. I will say my nephew is on our team, and so his name is Joshua, and he takes a lot of the calendar schedule. So if you get a call with Joshua, ask him if he's my nephew. And I'm sure he's got a bunch of funny stories and fun stories to tell you. So ask for Joshua. So you need to sign up at, let's see if you guys can drop, oh, it says book a call, right? So there's a link to book a call. It just gets you on our calendar and you can talk about any of our offerings and the different things that we do. And I look forward to seeing you on the next training here on YouTube. We are live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. AI for the win. The AI Business Summit is coming up. Or if you want to talk to somebody, some people are like, I just want to talk to a human on the phone or on Zoom and talk about my business and get some advice. So we do. It's completely free. It's a service that we've been offering for a year now. We're celebrating our 1 year anniversary of having an amazing support team. So I'm really excited about that. And their calendar is kind of empty. So I'm trying to fill it. So go ahead and do that. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. Shout out to my team for being here. Look at the amazing people in the chat that showed up today. And Daniel on our team who's here helping me with this live stream. Shout out to you. Thank you as well. And everybody, bye for now. Bye. Thanks for showing up.